There it is, it's green. It's pretty tight! It's like a spaceship in here. All these buttons and gizmos. Oh no! Where did that go? Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly! What a bee! Big breakdown. It's the drill working there. A few bits and bobs to do. These potatoes need to go down into the big bottom shed, the new shed. There's sprouts right there to come off that trailer, and then there's a stone trough to go onto a pallet, then onto that trailer and to be strapped down. It's sat at the shop, outside the shop for a while, and it's been sold. So we need to get that delivered later on today. Demo's coming at 10 o'clock. Have a guess what colours they're going to be. Get these sprouts in the shed. Who likes sprouts? I don't mind them. Look what we're dealing with again. They've obviously found another hole. Thought we had it under control. They didn't escape for a week or so. And then all of a sudden, poof, everywhere in the wheat again. I've opened the gate and now they've just... Oh, I hate sheep. Kev's just up there trying to get them down again. Here they come. Come on sheep, away you go. Annoying because they didn't go back through where they escaped, so we don't know where they've escaped, so we need to try and find out. Right, we're pretty sure they've come up here, and where that gate is now, there's a bit of a gap. See the wool on the fence. Put that old gate in the way. Chasing sheep, part 7. Quick way to tire out the dog. There's a demo here. There it is, it's green. I think we'll like it. Looks cool. Well, we run through it all. Kev's heading out to the field with Jonathan, who's going to just run through a few bits. I'll go and see him later. Fendt seems quite nice. Kev's out in it just now. Got a pallet to go and load up. This big stone trough is going on that pallet, and then we need to deliver it elsewhere, which I think there's a forklift at the other end. Well, there'll have to be either that or 6 people. Wound up causing traffic jams in there. Anyway, stone trough's out. It weighs a ton. We were thinking we'll just shimmy it onto a pallet, but needed the forklifts to lift it up. It's about exactly the same size as a pallet, so 1.2 by 1 metre. So you can see it's a fair weight in it. Get it on the flatbed now. Here we go. I'm very glad I did not drop it or break it because it's sold for a Christmas gift. We ruined Christmas gift. Right, getting this strapped down. Kev's just coming in with a Fendt, so I don't know if that's good news or bad news. I'm off to deliver this trough, this stone trough. Tractor's sitting there, just speaking to them. I asked Kev how he got on with that, but he was in front of the salesman, so he wasn't saying too much. Don't want to say everything's brilliant and you love every single bit of it in front of the salesman. Oh no, don't know if it's for us. We've got flipping vans in, there's vans everywhere delivering for the shop. A lot of deliveries this time of year for Christmas time. We're going backwards again with COVID, all these new, well, going backwards to old rules and regulations and what the faff. Right, trough dropped off. I'm very glad there's a forklift here. Home time. We'll see this Fendt. If you've got any old stone troughs kicking about, they're worth a good bit of money. And we've just got rid of one, so if you've got any for sale, we'll buy them. Someone was asking what the wood burnout in the shop is. I don't know what brand it is, I'll go and find out. Hopefully I'll find out later. I was just thinking of that because I've got a box of logs here to change because the shop's finished on an empty box. Right, that'll keep them going. There's actually proper logs under the kindling on top. Here's an empty box here, we'll get rid of this. We'll need to get some more logs chopped up soon because by the end of this winter we'll have used the majority of them. And if you get them done now, they get a chance to dry out and they're good for burning next year. They kind of need a year really to dry out properly, and it makes a big difference. Fendt time. Looking forward to this actually. Maybe it'll be the tractor for us, maybe it won't. It's very dangerous. My uncle said don't let any of your workers into the tractor because they'll not want anything else. We've been giving it for a few days. See how we get on with it, get to grips with the gearbox. It is a bit different to what we're used to. You can kind of control it all without using the accelerator pedal or the shutter on your left. You can basically do everything you need with the steering wheel and the joystick. You can run the whole tractor. Quite like the fact that the warranty covers everything. Obviously not the wearing parts, tyres, brakes, etc. But with the John Deere, the standard warranty doesn't cover the electrics, which is a bit frustrating. Obviously, if there's something goes wrong, engine, transmission, you're covered, and that's where there'll be massive costs if there is something that goes seriously wrong there. But the electrics, they can just be tricky more than anything, so it's good to have coverage on that as well as standard. Looking into it, it seems like the John Deere and the Fendt for us are going to come in almost exactly the same price, and maybe the servicing is going to be a bit more on the Fendt compared to the John Deere. John Deere's got 750 hours service period, where the Fendt will be 500 hour, so there's a bit more added cost there. Fendt at the moment, they hold their value slightly better than the John Deere, but they both are pretty good at holding value. So, and then you've got a massive jump up in price on those two, the New Holland. So there's a lot of decisions to be made. So this is actually a 720. And we would go for a 718, which has got a slightly smaller back end, but not much difference. Having a whirl in it, getting used to it, just getting a stone. It's like a spaceship in here, all these buttons and gizmos. Rate it. Whoa. Quite enjoyed that. I'll do a proper kind of run around it later. I've got some other things to get done. We got it a bit more set up and got kind of time spools going and whatnot. It is pretty nice. There it goes. We got it set up a bit better there. We tried the GPS, but it's not on an accurate enough signal. It's not on RTK at the moment, so it just binned that off. Anyway, in non-tractor news, we've got a broken feed chain at the other hen shed, so I need to fix that. Here's our issue. So this chain is not meant to go around there. This is the cog that drives the chain, and it sits in this groove. So like this groove, we've got two motors here. Feed comes out of the silo, which is outside, into here, into this box, and it's drawn by the chains out here. So these are fine. This one's working fine, and the separate one here is goosed. So I need to get all this stripped apart, get a new link, find where it's broken as well, and get it sorted. So here's the end of it. It's sheared completely. And the other end, how far away? Oh god, it's miles away. Right, and here's the other end. Yeah, it's pretty well goosed, isn't it? Anyway, got a contraption that draws that end and that end back together. There's a lot of slack up here, so I'll get it up to here-ish or so, and then you put the contraption on and draws it together, brings up the tension, and then I can get it sorted. Hopefully this will just slide up. So this is the job for the old precision hammer. You put the chains into these links. Right, you can get the chains apart, so that's that bit out of the way. Right, that's that out the road. You can undo this, but it won't come off the shaft without that piece of chain out of the way. So there's no point in loosening it off. So I just need to chap it until it rotates out the way a bit, and this will come free. That's the plan anyway. So I'll just get chapping away on a cog here and work its way loose. It's not that tight, you can see it moving. Hey, got that bit freed, so now this can just as I say, yeah, just come up here. Come on, yep. Need two hands. All I need to do now is to make sure the amount of pieces I take out go back in,
I've got some new bits, and then the shear pins which are here. Take that out because you can see that's it sheared there. Meant to stop the chain breaking, but anyway, too late now. Replace the shear pins and replace some of the chain, and then we're good to go. Right, so I'll replace this piece. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 links. There's a broken link up there. 10 links. What are these like? That end's fine. What's this like? That end's fine. So what did I say? 9, 10 links. Is that right? Hope so. 10 links and a new shear pin. Just about dropped the shear pin. There's a new shear pin and a rusty hammer. Right, these ends can go back together. So that goes in there, and you just line up this edge of the chain with that gap, and you get it sitting at the right angle, and then you muller it with a hammer, and then you end up with a link that's joined together. Come on, sit right. Bit of a nightmare getting this to sit right and not lose a finger. Come on, in you get. Right, that's that. Joint together. Right, that's that bit sorted. Just need to get the shear pin out of here, and then we'll go up to the other end that I started at and join it all back together. Need to get the shear pin out. Oh, that is stuck. I got it out, and thankfully I found it as well. See, it's just completely sheared. Don't want to lose that in the track here, or else it'll cause a havoc when it gets to the motor. So put it in my pocket, get a new one, and the back end of the shear is in that block there, so I need to make sure and catch it when it comes out the back again. That in there, line it up. It's somewhere in there. Can you oh, perfectly lined up. Right, give that a wee chap with the precision hammer. Need to get a nail or something, or a punch to get right the way through. Hopefully that'll work. Shut that in there. Oh no, where did that go? I see it. I need to get that piece out. That wee thing can cause havoc. Get that in the pocket. That out of there. And then where's my new pin? Oh, I bet I've lost that as well. Right, new pin was in my pocket, thankfully. That's it in. Seems quite loose, but anyway, once it binds up, it'll be alright. Everything here is dealt with. I'm taking all this out because you can see there's a bit missing there, and if it's in the groove here, it'll make a meal of the chain again. So take this out, check it all. Hopefully it's actually just pinged out and it's not lying in the feeder. I'll just make sure and check it. It's worthwhile. We're currently 9 links short, but this one will come out as well. So we're 10 links short. I'll get 10 new ones in and then get it all back together. I've got my new bits in. You can see because they're rusty compared to the shiny bits that are in the track. Ended up with 2 more bits because it's much easier getting 2 bits off than it is getting 1 single bit off. Now we get the chain tensioner on it. The finger remover 5000. So I've got the tensioner on, hook it on one end, hook it on the other end, and then get cranking. And it draws them in together. Then you do the same as before, join them together with this. Good distance to crank it. It was off at the 90. There's a roller in here on a bearing. which just takes it around the corner, and it wasn't sitting on there right, so I had to draw all the way back and then feed that through, because there's a lip on that side to keep it from jumping up. Obviously under a lot of force it managed to get itself out. And just feed that round there. Come on. This job doesn't kind of go well with using one hand. Come on! Right, now we can crank again. We're getting there. You can see what the plan is. Get this piece to reach that piece and enough slack to chap it together again. This thing just gives you the fear when it starts creaking and clacking. I probably shouldn't stand legs over the top of it. It's getting there. It's pretty tight. Heave. Right, I've got enough slack to chap this in, then release the pressure, and hopefully jobs are good. I've given myself enough slack here. Get in, you son of a... come on, we're in. Chains joint together. I'm a bit wary I've not put the hooks on the right side on this side. Hopefully there's enough slack to get it out. Time will tell. Slack. Right, one end off. Right, that's the old piece. This is the new piece. Doesn't look that new, and that's the old piece again. So I'll go and turn it on really, and that's it. See what happens. Oh, I made a stupid mistake. See the orientation of these? They're wrong. They're upside down. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are upside down. See, that's upside down compared to that. I must have put those two sections onto the 8 or 9 or whatever wrong. Oh, that's really annoyed me. Anyway, right, I'll have to hook it back up. Right, that's that. You can see old section, new section. Doesn't look new, but it is new. Old section. Feed motor manual. I've turned off all the isolators inside, so nothing will run yet. Feed auger. This is the one that actually brings in the feed from outside, so I don't really need that just now. But this actually drives the chain, so I've got that on. There's an isolator inside, so I'll turn that off and I'll be right next to it, so I can turn it off immediately in case it goes to pot. Moment of truth. You turn on the isolator, you'll get to see what happens firsthand. Oh yes, come on. So you can see there's not much feed in the track here. Then the feed comes out here from the hopper inside. So this is all on a timer. So it fills up, I don't know what it is, maybe twice a day or so. Don't want to put your fingers in there, that's for damn sure. That's them both going, so they go opposite directions. Originally the shed only had the one motor, but kept breaking chains when we think it was the load, so you put in another track. Right, I wound up in there for a couple of hours. Anyway, these cows are needing ammonia straw. It's pitch black outside now. Right, I'm in Fendt at the moment, everything's just booting up. It is like a spaceship in here. I will go through it when I'm in the daylight. I'm not really going to explain anything, but you get the gist of it. They're all the same except the buttons go in different places. This has everything you need right here. There's no other buttons other than a radio. Although there's quite a lot of things that are nice and really nice, there is a couple of things that I'm not a big fan of. I'll go through all that tomorrow if I get the chance, hopefully. But straight off the bat, it's quite nice. It's just dangerous. That's just got some spuds. Hey, get out of the wood. Sit. Yeah, keep coming. Bit of a tight squeeze getting them in and out of here, but trickiest bit was actually they were right at the back, so I kind of had to just grab them. The headstock's wider than the doorway, so you can't get that in. Finished for the day. Lights off. 1. Whose hat's that? Have a guess. 2. Cheers. Subscribe.
to see the road.